Hey, you, welcome back. It's Jyoti. What's happening? We are in part three, tracks five and six. Okay, quickly, I was watching part two and part one, obviously, while I was editing them, and I realized कि, while I'm listening to these songs, जैसे गाने play हो रहे हैं, मुझे सिर्फ मूवी के scenes याद आ रहे हैं. Like I'm just thinking about the emotions and the moments in the scene, in the film that I felt emotionally moved and all of that, right? So I'm like unable to focus on the song or dissect the song as much as I usually would, just because the visuals playing in my mind are kind of overtaking my thoughts. So I apologize for that. I will try to deep dive more into the music of it. There were some like moments, instruments, etc., that I noticed while editing part two, and I was like, why didn't I talk about this? Why did I? So anyway, I will try and do that better. But let's get to tracks five and six now. Um, Wild Ride, Ellisar and Shashwat Sachdev. I'm not mistaken, she's a Lebanese American artist, right? I it's not in my notes. I was looking for this before I started recording. I was looking and I was like, I don't think I wrote where the song appeared. And I couldn't find it also because I wasn't familiar with her name or voice when it probably popped up in the screen. So there was nothing to write. I was probably wondering myself like which song is this or which artist is this. So nice to see a new name on the soundtrack. And if you all know exactly which scene it was in, let me know. But here I'm seeing on Spotify it's 2 minutes 52 seconds. और टी सीरीज का लिरिकल जो है इस सॉन्ग का वीडियो वो 3 minutes 11 seconds है. तो पूरा गाना होगा इस लिरिकल वीडियो के विजुअल्स में. तो हम इसको लिरिकल वीडियो ही देख लेते हैं, है ना? मे बी आई बी एबल टू रिमेंबर वेयर द सॉन्ग अपीयर्स. इफ यू नो, कमेंट बिलो प्लीज. But yeah, let's get right into it. Wild Ride lyrical, Shashwat Sachdev, Ellisar, um mix and master by Akash Shravan. Cool, lyrics also here. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, play. Was it while he was killing? Was it the Liari takeover? I think this bit was there. I think it was the Liari takeover. All the fire. Jalado. Man, this guy and his mane of hair. Okay, it was exactly 2:52, so we heard the whole song. Guys, first of all, has anyone figured out Ranveer Singh's hair routine? If you have, please tell. But loved it, loved this track. It went so well with the pacing and the moment in the film. Firstly, love this artist's voice and her rapping sections as well as singing smooth AF. I'm gonna read the lyrics quickly, but I think ये लियारी टेक ओवर वाले सीन्स में था because I remember कि ये बहुत early on आया था और थोड़ा सा मैं कंफ्यूज थी तभी. Let me just look at my notes. तभी मैं कंफ्यूज थी कि ये कहाँ कौन है और ये किसका गाना है. I think yeah, a burnt memory. Look, see, I'm referring to my notes. Um, Lucifer में there are some songs which are not on Spotify, but they are on Instagram Music. If you guys have noticed, I posted one of them on my story, which was बारी बरसी. और वो तब प्ले हो रहा था जब हमजा घर में घुस रहा था और ऊपर वो हनीमून सिचुएशन चल रहा था टॉप फ्लोर पे. वहां अंदर रेडियो पे बारी बरसी बज रहा था दैट वर्जन before he comes in and starts killing the MLA. So वो I posted on Instagram and I realized कि बेकसी भी है. किस किस का नाम लूं मैं, मुझे जिंदगी ने मारा, वो आलम के साथ चाय पीते हुए in the first scene as the second chapter begins, Lucifer, वहां पे वो गाना plays था. So all these songs which are not on the soundtrack which were there in the movie, I'll talk about them later because they're all there in my notes. So वो हम last section में cover करेंगे. But अभी के लिए this Ellisar song, I think ये लियारी टेक ओवर सीन्स वाला है, I feel. बिकॉज इलेक्शन रैली वगैरह नी मैं वारी जामा, कराची का बादशाह, वो सब सीन्स में ज्योति नूरा का सॉन्ग है. सो ये उधर ही ऊपर आया था, ऊपर मतलब मेरे नोट्स में ऊपर जिससे या या I'm just taking it as that. So if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But वहाँ पे हो गया और इसके लिरिक्स बहुत ही अगेन उसके लिए एप्ट है. Because they are saying, met him at the bar with the baseline knocks, steady like my vibe when I watched, laughed at his watch. So wondering max, we doubled it twice. Next thing you know, we're outside in the night. Windows down, want to raise the light. City blow past when he cut through the side. So it's kind of like setting up the scene for the city getting burnt down and adrenaline all the way up to my head. I'm walking late with a chip on my shoulder. All of this is very double meaning, right? It's very relevant to the character and what's going on. So all that aside, dance on the couch, make the whole room spin. Champagne drip down my side. Now the sun come in and I'm fixing my hair. So इस पे definitely रणवीर के hair का shot होगा. Damn, how did I get here? What a wild ride. One look and I'm by your side when we're down going way past 5. Oh yeah, I couldn't even change my mind. What a wild ride. All the lyrics are so, when you look at it from the perspective of the movie, beautiful. Otherwise, it's a song that's about a girl and a guy. So that happened. Right in the rain, city lights go by. Look at each other, might start a fire. Once actually, now we're running outside, 2 drinks in, got the whole room buzzing. This bit I think was there because यहाँ पे guitar का वो bass and that energy and all that picks up. Next thing I know, I'm running shotgun. Look, shotgun. बहुत double meaning हो गया. Looking at the street lights flash, hit the gas quick. Heartbeat louder, the bass from the back kicks. What a wild ride! What a wild ride. Okay, so इस गाने का I feel the star of the song was the guitars, man, for sure. And who is on the okay 1 second. यहाँ ऑडियो क्रेडिट्स में है या नहीं? नहीं, कुछ नहीं है. मतलब सिंगर है, लिरिक्स है, मिक्स एंड मास्टर है, प्रोड्यूसर है. लेकिन I feel sometimes, and I don't know if this is like done on the computer and it's not a actual session musician or artist playing the instrument. So maybe that's why there are no names. But if there are sessions musicians involved in any of these tracks, then they should get mentioned. They really should get mentioned. I would love to know whoever played the guitar on this track. I would love to know who it was, right? Because beautiful. Like we have usme फिर से में we have the veena, है ना? The veena solo. And we are talking about him and we're seeing him a lot in the reels. His name is not written here, but again, his name is not written here. And this is the T series page. T series, man, you're the music label. You need to write. I mean, you're giving the credits. Every song ka credits is there under the album ka video, which is 56 minutes. Usme composer, singer, lyricist, mix and master hai. And I'm sure this is because, there have been like people insist that you should give the music credits, but there are more people involved in the making of the song is all I'm saying. उन सबके नाम डालने चाहिए. So anyway, coming back, beautiful, lovely track, very very different in its vibe and feel from the rest of the album. So I was hearing it and seeing, I saw it in the movie and then on clips as well that I saw Shashwat sharing, and I was thinking that this again is a very offbeat decision to have some to have a song and an artist that is completely not Indian, completely out of the thing, and specifically put into the movie. Now, I don't know if this was an existing song and it got synced for the soundtrack, or if it was just a brand new song made with this artist. So, either way, whatever the case is, all the other tracks which are in the album, barring probably Didi, but again, that was placed like a Flipperachi song, synced. I mean, is this a synced song? And to have it in the main soundtrack where every other track has an Indian artist on it. So what I'm getting at is that this is a very cool way of doing things, very different from the norm, very breaking the status quo, destroying it actually, and just saying that, hey, it's my film and I need to put the best song in that film for that scene and for that moment. And I can work with anyone. There's no limit. It's a blank canvas. I can put any name on the soundtrack that fits the pace and story and whatever of the film. I don't have to limit myself in this world, right? So this song is a shining example of that happening. कि soundtracks में हम कहीं से किसी भी आर्टिस्ट को किसी भी लैंग्वेज में गाने वाला या रैप करने वाला आर्टिस्ट हम लेके आ सकते हैं and we can place them in our movies. So kudos for breaking the norms in that sense. Because it worked beautifully in the film, है ना? So ठीक है, that's my thought on that. Let's move to Vari Jama. Can I just say that Jyoti Noora, my namesake? Firstly, there are not many people named Jyoti, so I get very happy. But I have always been a fan, especially since we first heard her in the movies, thanks to A.R. Rahman in Highway, and that whole Pataka Guddi situation happened. One of the most brilliant vocalists in our country, and I think everyone knows that. I'm not saying anything new, but again, bringing her into this track with Rebel and Jasmine writing the lyrics for it. So we didn't get Jasmine to sing this one, but we got Jyoti Noora. You guys get where I'm going with this. It's very beautiful to see, you know. Maybe she's in the backup vocals. Let me check on Spotify because YouTube पे तो नहीं दिखा रहा है उसमें. View credits. No, playback singer Jyoti Noora and Rebel. Producer Shashwat, mixmaster Akash. Lyricist Jasmine and Rebel. So Jasmine's written the lines for Jyoti Noora to sing. I think that is beautiful. That again gets me to talk about how beautiful a writer Jasmine Sandler is. And she is happy to have someone else sing her lyrics. Because that's what the song requires, maybe, or it's just her way of giving her fellow artist and her fellow sister like the spotlight. Is beautiful. I love it. Let's listen to Vari Jama. 1, 2, 3, play.
What is this instrument? Wow. Beat drop. Oof. Freaking hell. Goosebumps. Stop it. This instrument is a Arabic The lyrics, man. Rebel. What is this instrument? Guys.
I just want to say that typically I don't like these kind of beats, right? I don't like them. I don't like that very flat, sort of monotonous-ish bass line and beats. But in this soundtrack and in the first film sound, like Shashwat has blown my mind with how he has laid out these tracks and how he's used these beats, which otherwise, when used in your typical productions and all of that, they sound so flat, right? But the way he's used them, because they don't bore you for a second, they just yeah, every single track, man, every single track ka baseline, I just cannot. um the sections where it's picking up and he's using the vocals and the way it's all been placed, again, I was admiring the mixing and all that, because every time she's going nime, that pre-chorus, no, sorry, yeah, that pre-chorus, nime, पीछे से मेरा सोना है यार चल रहा है, एंड देन वे मैं दिल गई हार भी वैसे ही चल रहा है, फिर नी में हाईलाइट हो रहा है, आपके सामने आ रहा है, और फिर पीछे से मेरा सोना हथियार, जैसे मिक्स हुआ है ना ये सब, और फिर वो बिल्डअप हो रहा है for that beat to drop and then for the chorus to kick in. I just cannot with how beautifully these tracks are produced and laid out. And I was thinking this, that I cannot imagine anyone else singing this song except a Jyoti Noora. I was trying to think, would Jasmine have sung this song as well? But no, there is something. You can't put your finger on it. There is something. Like, I love Jasmine and her voice. And man, Rongte, whenever she sings anything. Um, she would obviously sing this well, but the way Jyoti Noora sounds, I don't know. It's probably, it's probably also a bit of baggage that we have in our minds about certain voices and the kind of things they have sung. I don't know. I don't know. But it's just that the way, the second she starts, she pinda da Sardar mera yaar nahi, the way she delivers those words, there's a oof, I could not imagine anyone else singing these lines. And just the writing of it, and the lines are so beautiful. So hats off to Jasmine for writing such a beautiful song. And seriously, hats off to Jyoti Noora for singing the way she has, because इस गाने में जो सीन्स चल रहे थे मूवी में, वो था इलेक्शन रैली और वो सब, नवाज शफीक के उस कैरेक्टर के साथ मीटिंग करने के बाद वो गाना किक इन होता है, राइट? So वो सब election rallies चल रही हैं, and then that whole scene where they win, and then I think वो अपना हाथ खड़े होके he's standing with him on stage, and then this guy walks up और छत के ऊपर से सब गन्स फायर हो रही हैं, कराची का बादशाह आ जाता है वहां पे। वो उस पूरे सीन में एक और था ज्योति नूरा सॉन्ग आई रिटन हियर, बट इट वाज नॉट मैं वारी जावा। इट इज व्हेन उजैर टेक्स लियारी, व्हेन ही द होल फाइट सीन्स हैपन। सो आई डोंट थिंक वहां पे वाइल्ड राइड चल रहा होगा, बिकॉज यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा है ज्योति नूरा सॉन्ग, एंड देयर इज अनदर ज्योति नूरा सॉन्ग, तेरे इश्क ने। सो आई थिंक तेरे इश्क ने was during the Lyari takeover, and then again Jyoti Noora comes in, Ni Main Vaari Jama. So anyway, it's for sure Ni Main Vaari Jama was in the Karachi takeover election scenes. Um, and the way the lyrics are playing with the, with the happenings of the movie, again, hats off. But this song, that instrumental, which is the melody that is used throughout the track, and it's now like it's ingrained in our brains, that melody. um I feel like that, what was that instrument? It sounded like an oud or a rubab, I don't know, but it was definitely one of the Arabic string instruments, but it was being played like a guitar. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely off here, but I feel like it was that. It was an Arabic instrument being strung in a very different way. Or was it just a guitar? I don't know. No, I don't think I'm wrong about this. I think it was, yeah. And so I was just thinking, oh man, this is such a freaking what's the word? My God, I'm running short of words. It's such an innovative way to take an instrument, play it in a completely different style, and put that in a song for it to reflect our characters and the placement, the geographical placement of our characters in the movie and all of that. So I loved it. I just loved. Beautifully done, Shashwat. I just can't with this track. The whole build up. This is how you use beats like this with Indian voices and with traditional folksy voices and sounds and vibes, and also mix them in with rap, and like this is how it's done, son. Just saying. I'm just saying, in the past I have been so frustrated by the forceful ways in which we try to combine two worlds and bring them in, and then we add beats, and then we try to make it sound like a fusion song. You know what I mean? Like, you guys know where I'm coming from. You've seen me frustrated enough number of times whenever that has happened. But this is how you do it. This soundtrack, this kind of song, this is how you do it. You want to have a rap section, you want to have a voice from the earth, a folk voice like Jyoti Noora, you want to have lyrics that mix with each other, you want to have it all laid out on a base that works for everyone, whether they're Indian, whether they're not, whatever their sensibilities are. This is how you do it, man. Like, this is a song that all generations will like. So anyway, those are my thoughts. I just loved it. That entire end section, which I don't think I'd heard before. वेली दे किस्से देखो होए मशहूर मशहूर वे वेरी विवेक होए मजबूर वे। आई थिंक ये इलेक्शन वाले उसमें था, आई डोंट नो। बंदे खाने दे रौंदा दे गहने में पावा। Someone translate this for me, please. Please. जो बुलावे सोना ते मैं दौड़ी आवा. That I got. Um, नी मैं Nime, Nime Vari Jama. That whole build up, man, from the pre-chorus to the chorus, just beautiful. Mad props. Mad props to Shashwat, to Akash, to Jasmine and Rebel for writing this, and to Jyoti Noora Rebel for delivering. Even Rebel section, she's such a chameleon. Is that how you pronounce it? A chameleon. Chameleon. Girgit. Sorry. She just blends so smoothly into whatever thing you place her into, right? Um, Girl can sing, girl can write, girl can just understand the assignment and deliver what's needed. Beautiful. Oh, there ain't nothing like the man that you are. Come give me something, give me like the man. You're such a wild flame, you're such a wild flame. He's so sweet. When I met him, it feels like sin. Your Majesty, come be my grace. Have mercy on my inner self. Nime, mera sona hotyar. See, have mercy on my inner self. Nime, just the placing, man, of both the vocalists and their mind blown every day by the songs on this soundtrack, by what Shashwat has achieved. Every track on this album, the innovation, man, the innovation. Thank you. This is what we were pursuing for years, having had to cover all the, what's the word nowadays? What's the Gen Z word? All the slop. Is it slop? Let me just check. No. Yeah, all the slop is low quality AI generated content. Well, it has felt like it was AI generated all these years that we were subjected to. Thank you for showing people how it's done and giving us a soundtrack we can be so bloody proud of. Okay, I'm gonna end part 3 here. Loved it. Let me know what were your favorite lines. A lot of these lines that are Jyoti Nooran's um, Punjabi lines. If anyone can leave the translation for me in the comments below, I would really appreciate it. I would really appreciate it. Although I understood most of them, but थोड़े बहुत इधर उधर words हैं that I could not grasp. So yeah, please do that. And yeah, I think we're gonna move on to part 4. What is next? 7 and 8. फिर से, oh my god, मेरा रोना आएगा इसमें. And Didi. I can already see, I'm looking at the batches of 2. फिर से and Didi, ठीक है, we'll balance out our emotions in these two. And then Destiny, I'm just waiting to get to that track. I love it. And Rang De Lal, वो तो fun वाला part होगा, you know. And then जाइए साजना and Teresh ने, okay, Rondu section has happened. Then हम प्यार करने वाले, lovely, and then कन्हैया से हम end करेंगे. Okay, I see where this will go. Chalo, I'll see you in the next part. Take care of yourselves. Live long and prosper.